Hello, Philip Nemery from SAP Belux. Nice to see you again. Today I want to show you how you can create stories out of your data without creating the structure, without defining the measures, the dimensions related to your data. In other words, how can you push the data into the cloud, and how can you build directly your stories? Well, that's what I want to show you today. So therefore, once arriving on SAP Business Object Cloud homepage, you just select Tell Your Story. So I want the cloud to tell me the story. So in other words, we'll upload the data and the HANA backend will process the data. So going to my data, I choose to import my file, automatically detected how my CSV file is formatted, and I just send the data into the cloud. It's going to be uploaded and will be processed by the HANA in-memory data platform, which will create everything I would like to. So it's still being loaded, and now as you can see, I have the choice. So either I start building myself tables, charts, geomap, or I ask the system, well, build the story for me. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to show you.
The data that I want to analyze today with you is about insurance claims. So I have received the last year insurance claims by people described by their gender, their marital status, where they live, etc. And some of those claims were fraudulent, right? So that's kind of the data set that I want to analyze. So instead of telling the system, well, analyze me all the features, all the dimensions, all the measures, well, what I've just done is I've been selecting the measures that are for me interesting, as well as the dimensions, right? So I'm telling him, yeah, you should look at this report, is fraud, gender, etc. And based on that, you should create me a story. Create me this dashboard. And that's what's going to happen now.
Well, create my story. So this is my third click, and here it is. Here it is. Just in a few clicks, I've got directly my storyboard. The analysis made. Look here, I can see the body, the injury amount, which is a very important indicator. But I can make the difference between male and female. But as you can see here, also important information about the days it was reported, which type of estimate or the property estimates versus the gender and the payment. Some very important KPIs. So what is the average days to report, the total amount of bodily injured, the total amount of the property that have been damaged. Very good question is, well, there have been insurance claims. How many were there actually really good claims? So is it a fraud or not a fraud? Can we make a difference between the policyholders? So as you can see, it's all there just in a few clicks. So of course you see all those things. Well, you could say, okay, I would like to go and see back my data. Well, just in a few clicks, you see, you select, and you can see all the data related to things. So okay, you can see it by city. So here actually it's a way to go back. And to put some filters, or you could see and have a look at the complete data set. Well, that's what is happening here. So here you go back really to the data set. You see the numbers of dimensions, columns. But now also I would be interested that, well, okay, tell me a bit more about it. So I want to see this in full screen. You see directly. You could also see actually the underlying data. So instead of having a chart representing it, see directly. What happens now if I select two? It allows me to directly exclude those ones or just use them as a filter. Let's go back to the home page. Up. So I want to make this smaller. Great. So if I choose one particular, well, I just say, okay, I would like to see top 5 instead of top 10. So this will be directly updated. I can, instead of looking, I can as well change kind of the the chart that I'm looking at. So in this case, well, you can see it's not stacked anymore. So as you can see here on the right, well, except choosing the type of chart you would like to look at, you can directly add or refuse or reject, remove some of the measures, direct impact. You can, of course, change the layout of it. So there is a predefined set of palettes, but if you want to change it, well, be pleased. You can add once you're gonna share it, you can add your own tooltip measures, the trace, in order to make some comparisons. So there is really no limitation to what you would like to do with this data. More more importantly, well, you have this dashboard has been created automatically. If you want to add this important chart, well, you just say it, okay, from the existing model or from the data. So you would be here able to create any new one. So for instance, if I say, okay, this one is a little bit too small for me, or it's not relevant, I'll just say, okay, remove it, and then you would be able to create here a new one directly. So this is in a nutshell. If you want to add an input control and say, okay, I would like to add a filter and just say, okay, for instance, this one, well, you will add this filter for whole your page. Indeed, you can create on the story level or on just a chart or visualization level. You just choose it. So this is all the features for first time, for first discovery. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.